Oh, well, I'd consider myself kind of a classic texter. Like I've almost never used LOL. Like for some reason it bugs me, because nobody actually laughs out loud when they say it, you know? It's like, it's just a thing. But like I type every word out, and like my girlfriend, even if I say like probably instead of probably, like my girlfriend freaks out. She's like, that's like, you can't say that, and like, it's just, you sound stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I probably do, but that's like the only one I shorten. So like, if it's not like, you know, if it's not just like a quick like, hey, hello, like if you're actually having a conversation, I like to read like full words, you know? And I guess that's probably different than a lot of people, I think, you know, because the whole point of a text is to keep it short. But you know, I mean, it is what it is, and I'd say, yeah, I just prefer not to, you know, I like to make it more, like seem more real, I guess, more of a conversation, so. Oh boy. Well, once I saw like that they came out with like the emoji movie and stuff, I was kind of like, this is just going too far. Like, I think it's pretty funny. Like, there's some really cool emojis, especially like the iPhone ones. Like, they come up with some really creative stuff. But you know, I mean, I don't really use them. I'll use like a smiley face. I mean, and I like the really like weird ones. Like, there's a dragon one that I use sometimes just because nobody else uses it. I think they're funny, but I don't rely on them by any means. I think if anybody uses them like instead of a word, like then I just don't even bother. Yeah, I think they're kind of ridiculous, but you know, I guess they serve a purpose at some points. Yeah, I mean, I don't like people like waiting on me, so I like to respond usually, but if it's like a sensitive thing, or like if it's like something that doesn't require a response immediately, sometimes I'll take a break and just think about it, or think about how I want to respond and stuff. But usually if you text me, I'll respond. It's not like you know, I pretty much always have my phone on me, so. Do you mean the one where like you record yourself and then send your recording? Yeah, that would get really irritating, because then you have to like open it and listen to it, and then like, yeah. And I'm sure there's points where it doesn't record well and you can't hear what they're saying and all that stuff, so. Yeah, that would bother me a lot. I've actually, fortunately, had nobody do that to me, but I would definitely get pissed off. The read receipts, I normally keep mine off just because I hate that. Like, that's just not the point of a text. Like, I mean, I keep them on with my girlfriend and stuff just so I can see if she's like seen what I said, you know? Just like, you know, be like, hey, did you get my text? Like, just because a lot of times it's like information, not so much like, hey, what's up? I don't get bothered when people read my stuff and don't respond. I'm like, okay, you know, do your thing, but whatever. Oh, so like you just read it and then you're like, don't respond. I do that all the time. Where, you know, it's like either it's something that doesn't pertain to me, or something that I don't really, you know, talk to that much, or lots of times it's just something that I don't care about. It's like, you know, whatever. And I'm one of those people that's like, if you have something important to say to me, like call me, or, you know, let's hang out and talk about it. I hate even talking on the phone. I'd much rather just see you in person. If you're gonna say something that merits a response immediately, don't text it. Or like if somebody types a sentence and then uses a period, like it means something different than if you don't use a period. I use that stuff too. Like, I won't always use a period, and like I just write full words out just because I like to write full words. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, where it can mean more. Like, depending on, I think for me, people understand that I always text with full words, so they don't see a difference and they don't think I'm trying to say something different. But if you use all the shortenings of words and stuff regularly, and then you go and use full words, I think it means something different. Like, I always use haha. Like, I use that because it's not LOL. But like, yeah, like you have to keep it light. That's one thing that really bothers me about texting, is you don't know the emotion behind it. So like, somebody could say something and you could be like, what the hell? That's really rude. And then they could read it out loud or say it out loud, and you're like, oh, that's not at all how you meant it. So, you know, I think that's a big part that we've lost probably, and that kind of concerns me with like younger generations and stuff, and people as they grow older. You lose a whole lot of emotional value when you talk to people, and that's why I love like the facial, like FaceTime, like when you can see somebody and talk to them, and like then you can read them, and like, because that's what I do. I'm like an empath. Like, I absorb people's emotions. If that connection is broken, I can't do that. I can't feel what you're feeling. I can't, you know, respond well to what you're saying. Yeah, you got to be able to read people.
Well, you are one of a kind. That's very special.
That's good to hear.
Hey guys, this is Jeremy McLean from Ford Models. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more, click here, and if you want to subscribe, click here.